Are you a thought leader? Are you a leader in the battle of ideas? Do people look to you for insight, for understanding, for wisdom? Here are 4 traits of thought leaders that I observe. First, thought leaders are really good at understanding the perspective of people who disagree with them. They understand what the people who disagree with them would say in response to various common arguments. They understand that perspective. Second, they value those who disagree with them. They respect and even like those who disagree with them. Thought leaders are able to win friends and influence people across a wide variety of perspectives because they've taken the time to sit inside of a wide variety of perspectives. I don't mean that they have actually believed all the different perspectives, but they have the maturity to lay down their own perspective and just feel out what it's like to be somebody else. And they gain greater insight. They gain a deeper understanding and even a sympathy for the root values that lead to that perspective. So thought leaders understand other people's perspectives and they respect people who disagree with them. A third trait that's common among thought leaders is that they have a high standard for accepting a belief, and they have an even higher standard for promoting it. So if a thought leader comes across a popular scientific article or a news article, they're not going to form a belief based on the headline or even based on the body of that article. They're going to look at the primary literature, look at the data for themselves before they make a judgment about that. And of course, they'll also look at other perspectives. But then before they pass along the judgment that they made, they're going to want to be an expert in that area. Otherwise, they're just going to say, well, maybe I saw this source that informed my thinking, but they're not going to say something authoritatively unless they've become an expert in that area. Here's a 4th trait of thought leaders. This may be the most significant trait. This trait gives thought leaders great power to be effective in impacting people and in entire cultures. This is what they do. They make it their aim to serve people with ideas. They're serving. So they're not bashing people. They're not trying to signal their own virtues. They're really seeking to give people power, to give people understanding. They connect theoretical ideas with practical application, and they offer people these practical applications and these theoretical ideas with an aim to help others. And so when thought leaders can combine all these traits, they understand the perspective of others, they respect people who disagree with them, they have a high standard for accepting beliefs and even a higher one for promoting ideas, and then they use all their ideas to serve and benefit others. Then these thought leaders have great power to influence others. Now, many of you are thought leaders in your areas of influence, and you may have noticed that there are people who are looking for people to help lead them in these complex questions of life. And they're looking for people to trust. What I find is that there are 2 ways that people seek to gain trust. One is by serving people, and the people they serve trust them. Another way is by bashing people that disagree. This can actually garner a following of people who also want to see this other group bashed. It's sort of like taking a drug. It feels good, and it gives you that feeling of power, but it doesn't last long. It doesn't give you lasting influence in the long term across generations. But the thought leaders who seek to serve an audience and to build them up, not by bashing other people, but instead by making careful distinctions and helping people to see more than they did, people across various perspectives. These are the kind of leaders that people are looking for and trust. Many of you are thought leaders in your area of influence, and you're doing an awesome job. And if you have some tips and ideas for how you're effective in your own area of influence, feel free to write a comment below. If you think this video could be valuable to others, feel free to share it and subscribe. Thank you.